Hello guys, today I decided to film a video about myself. We find this amazing place on uphill from which one you can see our seafront. Somewhere here Grand Pier and college, and on top is the church, and it's nice view place. Okay, start from the start. Today I will tell you who I am, why I am filming, decide to film video on YouTube, and explain why I teach you. Okay, start everything. Many years ago, I've been young, and after finish school, I decide to go study. And of course, I'm not go study for the chief cook. I decide to be a turner. This is like engineering job. After 2 years of the study, became a very hard time in my country. It's Lithuania. It's a start closing factory, and been very hard time with the job. And can you believe, after 2 years of study, I'm not work even one day. And after I decide that this profession is not actually very good, and need to find something different. Let me a little bit explain about my town. My town is not very big, and this town on seafront, and have very amazing structure. We have few shipbuilding and ship repairing factory, and follow my plan. After finish study, I should go and work on these ship factories. But in 90s, everything is actually closed, and been problem to find proper job. After that, what I should do next? And I had two options. One option is to go study for car mechanic, and another option, go to classes of cook. And I decide to go classes for the cook, because when I've been small, I quite often helping my mother to the cook different dishes. One of favorite dishes been dumpling. We all family cook it, and I've been like expert in that area, and I'm always want to know what I am eating, and I like very good quality of the food, guys. That means my decision been go to study for cook. We find classes which one been like half year, and after I get a certificate. When you study in my country, you should find place when you will practice, and I find one by myself actually. One of the best place in my town, it's actually a ship company. It's very big building, a lot of people inside, and very famous place with super professional chief cook, which one teach me everything what I know. After half years, I start working, start looking for work close to my town. It's one very small touristical town, to which one go people for holiday from all Lithuania, and I'm look actually work in this town. It's about 20-kilometer distance from my home, and I work about 5 years in a different cafe, pub, bars, restaurant, and different canteens. When I get experience enough, I decide to change my career, to move to more higher level, and I decide to become seaman. Not just seaman, chief cook seaman. And I find company and to go. And 10 years I work on different ships with absolutely different crew. I'm cooking 3 times per day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, every day without any holidays. My pattern has been like first it's been like 4 months working, and after 1 month at home. Sometimes been situation like half years I am working and like 2-3 months at home. I visit lot of country, almost all Europe, few times been in America, in UK, in Turkey. About more exotic, I can say like India and Singapore. As well been in North Africa, Vietnam and China. But this looks like amazing work, but have some bad sides. For example, bad weather. Sometimes it's very stormy weather and you still should cooking. It's very hard. When ship is rolling, you feel unwell. Around you, it's a lot of smell of the food and it's good challenge. Everybody maybe not working because it's bad, but you should prepare food because people it's hungry. Even if bad weather, they still want it. Yes, of course, you can prepare something little bit easier and super and sometimes fast, but you still should cooking. As well, don't forget, if ship rolling, everything can fly, like plates. You're not cooking usually soup because can fall on the ground, and after somebody can sleep and fall over. And I decide to stop my career as a chief cook on the ship and decide to move to UK because my English being quite good, and I just passed test, find agency, employment, and they find for me job here in Western. I work a little bit in Western as cook, few months, but after I understand that need change something and find another job. Now I can tell you why I change from chief cook to another job. First, it's you're working 5 days, and usually you have holiday like not holiday, day offs, guys. Like maybe Monday and another one it's Thursday or Wednesday. It's not together. As well, working hours. Sometimes you work until last client, and it's not limited. As well, guys, chief cook work is not start like you see pub or restaurant work. No, it starts much before, because you should prepare different stuff like peeled potato, prepare meat, prepare some salads, and this happens before. And guess what? After you finish work and after close pub, you not finish work. You should everything is clean. As well, clean refrigerator. Most horrible, it's a clean deep fryer. You finish every time, different times. And I decide go to factory. On factory, been amazing job because I 4 days work, 4 days off, 12-hour shift. And I start 6 o'clock and finish 6. But I not drop my cooking hobby, because my profession became my hobby. I quite often cooking different dishes. I try, experiment, and try to improve myself. I had my son, and I start teaching him how to cook, because I think cooking and food is very important. Try to teach him healthy food and more different, from different country, from different culture. And one day we decide move to YouTube and start filming, because we want share our experience with you guys. And he will tell actually his opinion and his story. Oh my, this is actually a short version of my story. Maybe in the future, if you like, or I remember a little bit more, I tell you more fun and interesting stories which one happened in my previous cooking experience and in different places. And as well, I will mention some famous people which one I feeding. Stay with us. See you in the future video, guys. Done.
What, start? Okay, now it's my turn to introduce myself and how I will tell you how I joined my father in this YouTube channel. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So when I was a young boy, years and years ago, I remember eating so many different dishes and enjoyed them. And I always remembered my favorite, carbonate, which we have actually made, which is just, I think, pork in breadcrumbs, which was one of my favorite actually. So simple and easy to make. But there are also better dishes that we will show you in the future. But we're going to show you in the future. Okay, now let's get into it. Okay, I had to go through primary school, okay? Primary school, basic children education. Nothing too interesting. Made a couple friends here and there. But they still stuck through to secondary school, right? Secondary school. More advanced, learn more things, more getting prepared for your future, okay? We had cooking classes, and I see that they cook different dishes, like, don't know, some dishes I forgot because they didn't really pique my interest, and because of that, I chose to not take it as a GCSE subject and to learn from my father instead, because I feel like it's more like not really cooking and more theory. So you learn more about the cooking process and how to be more hygienic and not actually what foods you can make that are actually good. And I would rather learn from my culture, because we have such a wide variety of different foods and ingredients that we can use, and this helps us to have a wide imagination and to make different things. And I don't really like British food. It's not really one of my favourite, but sometimes some of their food is quite nice. But from my culture, there is some dishes called like shortbread, very good, healthy. It's like a salad in a way, but you get your vitamins. Another dish is sipolin, which is like potato and beef, which is very nice. You get your carbohydrates and proteins, which is quite healthy, because instead of like using frying food, it's like a boiling method. So it's much healthier alternative. So that will help you maybe stick on a diet for longer. Okay, and through secondary school, I'm okay. Not the best, not the worst at everything, but I'm doing good in some places, some not. But the school gives you opportunities, different opportunities. For example, they give you like for you to go to different trips. Recently, there was one to Italy, which a lot of people went to, but I didn't go. And another thing, I went on this history trip to some castle in London where Elizabeth I lived or something. And it was quite interesting. Went there for a day and came back. I felt really engaged, like I was actually learning something about a topic that I chose. And it really made me feel and see history in a different way. And because of that result, I now chose history. And because I chose history, I have to learn about like the Victorian era and the World War, like that sort of thing. And then around year 9, I thought to myself, I need to start improving in some ways than others. Like for example, I need to start studying better. I wrote a list down of what I need to improve, and one of them was physical health, because I felt like it wasn't my strongest aspect, and I feel like if you take care of your body, everything else is taken care of. And so I started to go to the gym. So because of that, I started to work out. At the start, I didn't know what to do, so I went with my friend, and he showed me a training method, which was the bodybuilding method. Go to failure, do machines, yada yada yada. But then I realized that that's not really a thing that I want. I want to be more body strong and more like being able to do things like push-ups, sit-ups, handstands, like be more body orientated, so I can be more flexible, do things that people can, and like use them. And also I like to run, because running is actually quite healthy, because what will you do if you need to run from someone? And running has multiple different positive aspects. You use it every day. It's just another form of walking, but it's more intense, which means you're more likely to get from injury and soreness. So as a result, I chose it to do it. And so I started going on runs. I did my first 5k after around 2 months of training, which was impressive, but I wanted to get a better time. So right now I'm trying to improve it, and I have a 3-day split, which on how I will try to get a 5k under a certain time, which is my goal. And to build physical endurance and strength, because you need both to have a good overall body, because a body does not compose of just muscle. You also need strength. So I like to grab things from different areas, like for example power lifters, like calisthenics, and like military exercises. I like to combine them all three, because I would like to not be limited to just one type, because if you're limited, you don't have the wide variety of different choices, and it just helps you like get into different things, and maybe it will help you out in the future. And Gym, I've been going around right now 6 months, which is not that bad really. So I kind of get to know the place. I talk to some people, but they're not really training how I'm training, except for this one guy. And because of this, I try to talk to more people, be more social, because that's another thing on my list that I wrote down to improve. Because I feel like being social and improving yourself is a key aspect of life. Because if you're not able to talk to people, then you don't see people's lives. This YouTube channel, we have decided to make it about cooking. Because 1, cooking, everyone needs. 2, it's healthy and it can help you hit your nutritional goals, because we use such a wide variety of ingredients which will help you get your vitamins, and that actually helps you to stay fit and stronger, because everyone needs protein and fruit and vegetables. And that's why I love food, and I would like to I joined my father in his cooking journey of becoming a YouTuber, and due to that I now cook with him. And yeah, also cooking has multiple different aspects. For example, you have cooking, which is just the food. You have designing the dishes, and you have the imagination, because I feel like all 3 aspects are good. But cooking, you can get design, but you can't get imagination. Everyone has different imagination, and that results in everyone having a different cooking style. And I hope you will join us and enjoy our cooking style. Hope to see you in our next videos.